Nobody let me turn off auto clear. A shoe has to drop. We can't just push it somewhere else. Where does it go? Oh no. Oh no. You can't outdo the doer. Mess with Texas. See if I care. Oh my God. They're little monsters. I'm not wearing a watch, but not on my watch. All right, friends and gamers. We're not far enough in this event. We're back in Earth 1989. Chronicles of Uluru, London Dawning. We gotta do the thing. We're like halfway done. We're literally halfway done. And I've taken so many videos to do this already. And we need to do this. So I think we should just get like directly right into it. We're starting with stage 11, Clang Clang. The relentless toil for all for the sake of their eyes. Yeah, just get into it. Nobody let me turn off auto clear. All right, no one let me turn it off. We're gonna do that unless it's to read lines. No, we're not turning it off anymore. We just gotta power through.
Out to the way.
Oh, it's Freddy again.
I found the
Freddy's back.
component from Mr. Fogg's machine.
Oh, they're all doing the machine stuff now. Okay. The boy darts through the bustling alley, slipping between the hats and the smog and landing among the crowd at the corner of the square. The machine, about half the size of a person, is at the center of everyone's attention. The crowd members whisper to each other in excited tones.
This allows us to analyze
because
the composition of the atoms.
Mr. Arthur Fogg here kind of went on like a weird sleep-deprived rampage and figured out how to get rid of the fog. It's a big vacuum. That's it. But I feel like that might it might turn bad at some point because there's parts of the trailer we have not unpacked yet. And so I think it might get bad because also we're only about halfway done, which means a shoe has to drop still. Anyways, Mr. Arthur Fogg lifts his head above the crowd, his voice cutting through the chatter.
If the color of the filter paper means that,
because like he means well, but also we said this last time, the road to hell is paved by good intentions. So I feel like you know,
automatically
there's something that's gonna happen. A shoe has to drop. It also just like looks worse with all like the particles in the air now. Heads turn as the crowd stares intently at the measuring tool in Mr. Fogg's hands.
Excuse me. Oi, Mr. Fogg, look. I found a glass stopper. It's the one you were looking for, right?
It is kind of wholesome to see everyone working really hard to get this to work. Because, like, if it was in this day and age, nah, no one would be doing this. There'd be some people, but it wouldn't be enough. And then there'd be some people who are helping, and other people who are pretending it wasn't happening and were just on their merry way. And a third group of people who would be on the street corner coming up with conspiracy theories about why we can't do this, it's not happening, it's not gonna work. And it's like government mind control or something. You know, like that. You know? Anyways, I don't want to get into that. We don't have time to get into that today. We don't have time for all that. So, with the stopper in hand, Freddy eagerly pushes through the crowd toward Mr. Fogg.
Oh, you found it. Yes, that's exactly what I
don't even know what I don't know what they're building in there, I'm gonna be so real. It's a big vacuum. He gratefully takes the stopper.
Your attention, please. This glass stopper
How is the glass stopper?
Of this machine.
Eh?
It can harness the power of the sun.
You know, sure. What the hell?
Of course,
Sure.
This is only one component of many.
It's like getting worse though. Are they just making it look worse?
We've given you everything you need.
Are they making it look worse with this like particle filter so that when they fix it, it's like, wow, it's so clean. Wow. Discontent and suspicion start to surface among the crowd. The conspiracy theorists on the corner. Yeah.
No need to worry, folks.
But also I feel like they're right because he hasn't really done it yet on a big scale. He did it on like a small scale and showed like a kid, one kid. It was Lisa. So I'd be a little skeptical too, quite frankly. Because it's also like, where does all that smog go when we're done with it? You know, like, because eventually it's just gonna implode or something. Mr. Fogg looks across the crowd, his eyes bright with intent, prompting the crowd to part a path along the line of his gaze. Brimley, Tooth Fairy, and the 3 dock workers appear at the end of the path. They're hauling a cart, carrying a heavy machine. You know, I thought Tooth Fairy would be more of a fixture in this event, I'm gonna be so real. But we kind of had her a little bit at the beginning and then just never didn't see her for a while, it feels like. And even when we did, it was like fleeting.
What the bloody hell is that? Some kind of mechanical freak?
That's Brimley! Put some respect on his name!
Not to worry, Brimley. Now, folks, take a look
at least Mr. Fogg sounds like he's slept more. But he probably hasn't.
Smog removal have finally come to fruition.
Generous donations. Interesting.
The London Air Pollution Auto-Detecting
It's a mechanical lung.
2. A high-power,
which is like
functional air
a thing,
machine.
But not
The current
this.
model can only operate for 3 hours.
Like the iron lung, is that a thing?
But I'll continue to improve its performance before the qualifiers begin.
It's
estimated to last a whole day by then. Wonderful.
Estimated and in practice are not the same thing though. And where does it go? We can't just push it somewhere else. Where does it go? A cheer erupts from the crowd.
No more smog standing in our way.
That's what you think, Will.
Goodness.
You know, I'd be one of the people with the conspiracy theories on the corner.
Fresh air.
But also these people are so desperate, I would understand why they would believe it. It just seems too good to be true. I think that's where I'm at. I'm part of the problem. Amidst the raucous celebration, Brimley takes a moment to glance at Tooth Fairy, who is standing silently off to one side.
It's an honor to see that sweet smile of yours, doll.
Brimley, okay.
I think I'm inspired somehow. I've always felt like a bit of an outsider in London, but this festive atmosphere makes me feel a sense of belonging.
That's good, Tooth Fairy, because I don't think it's gonna last for long.
Though I awaken
At least
in
at this
London,
point in the story.
my true home is the land down under, thousands of miles from here. In some ways,
That's interesting.
I'm an immigrant. This sense of belonging is a treasure.
That's like interesting Brimley lore, actually, and like just inanimate object arcanist lore in general. Eh? Oh no, oh no! Inside the sleepy car, the radio broadcasts a variety of live updates.
Yes. As an East London resident, my chest swelled with pride when I learned that the Uluru qualifiers would be held here. I couldn't wait
Are they?
to see what would happen.
Are they Manus? Or like the whatever replaces Manus? Foundation. Oh, they're Foundation! What are these
That's
masks?
your 9th sneeze since we got here.
Why are you counting as sneezes?
Don't blame me. I didn't even want to come. The Uluru committee ignored my application to stay at the Australian headquarters. They couldn't find anyone willing to come to London with all this smog in the air.
They didn't have much choice either, mate. The Foundation's been preparing for the qualifiers in London for ages.
Why is
They'll
this
suffer
kind of
huge
funny?
Financial losses if it's cancelled.
Oh, they're here like, hey, we can't
Someone
cancel
has to
the
make the trip
thing.
to decide whether we should cut our losses or continue to throw money at it.
Oh,
You must have done something to be the lucky one who has to do the job.
this is their final, like, the last hurrah that will decide if they are canceling the qualifiers or not. The car screeches to a halt as a group of sooty critters scurry by the front bumper. As the shuffling subsides, the engine revs up again.
I do apologise.
It's our driver!
Monsters are all over the streets these days.
Don't say that. We don't want them to cancel the qualifiers. This is very important to a lot of
I
people.
think he was just talking about stray cats. You have to admire the stoicism of the Brits, especially in the face of all this. Honestly, this environment's totally unsuitable for any kind of outdoor activity.
I mean, they're probably not wrong with that.
Hmm.
Welcome to London! To be fair, though, fantasy smog London is probably a lot worse than IRL London. So, the Foundation member says nothing, quietly jotting something down in a notebook. I'm pretty sure it's the number 2.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are we doing?
Making note of the crash that almost happened.
We're already on the books!
These records will be used to decide if the qualifier should be...
Girl!
Someone
we're not
has to
even at the
make sure
place
if
yet.
it's
Give it a
really a
rest.
Whiner on the team, eh?
You can't outdo the doer! 2 videos in a row. With a sidelong glance at the scenery beyond the window, the man under the mask exhales softly. Why are they wearing the masks? Do we know this?
Look at all the decorations and posters.
I don't know enough
So
about
much
my
preparation
reverse lore.
for an event that
Apparently.
won't even be held.
I'm surprised they even want to hold the qualifiers, given the situation.
I understand why, but I understand it's like it's like a slope here, right? I understand there's layers because if this many people are getting sick, then then definitely you should cancel. Quite frankly, I mean it happened with was it 2022 Olympic Games? They did cancel those for very similar reasons, and they just I think that wasn't it pushed. Or was it that a 2020 it was pushed to 2022? I don't remember, but they did cancel the Tokyo Olympic Games and then pushed it to like 1 year later. Because there was a games in 2024. I thought it would be a Winter Olympics, wouldn't it then? Or no, because there's Olympics every 2 years. Oh, I don't remember which one. It was in Tokyo, that's all I remember. So they would have to push it, which wouldn't, I mean, but jury's still out on how often the Allure Games happens. So if it's like every 10 years instead of every like 4, that's kind of, you know, there's not as many because there's no summer, winter, there's just one. So yeah, jury's still kind of out because it would be devastating if they canceled it, because that's the thing, if it is like an every 10 years thing. Right now, Willow is like hypothetically 21, but 10 years from now, she definitely would probably be too old for like a sport like the floor ritual stuff. But honestly, you never know. There is people, I think there's people in their, like, I'm using figure skating as a reference because I don't know enough about gymnastics, but I think late 20s. There's people competing in late 20s. But that's kind of like, it's kind of a bit, there's always stories running about them being older and still competing and kicking butt. So, like, I know there's people older than I am still competing. So, but yeah, gentle silence fills the car. Its clarity is soft and blurred as the yellowish smog outside.
Anyway, let's make it quick and get this job over with.
There's layers here. Like, it makes sense to cancel it if it's like a public health hazard.
Two things. Evidence that proves
But
the environment isn't suitable
it's still
for hosting
devastating if they
qualifiers,
cancel it.
and the profiles of all
Two
the
things can be
participating
true.
athletes. Then we can go home.
Especially if you would be too old to compete the next time around. Like, this was going to be your last one.
The changes made to Cross Street. Let's see what the local community has done to prepare for the upcoming event.
Because I know there was like a whole thing related to like being too old, like this being like some of these last. Because I think with like anyways, the driver reaches a trembling hand to the radio and turns it off. Yeah, you see that come up a lot with like those sort of sports, is like being cut off by age. On the busy street, a crowd gathers around Mr. Fogg and his purification machine. After some further iteration, its performance is greatly improved. Beside the device, the sign originally reading London Air Pollution Auto Detecting Purifier MK2 now reads MK3, thanks to a single additional brushstroke. Are they counting down? They are. Are they gonna turn it on?
Start!
Yep, they're counting down to the start. He pushes the red button on the machine, and is the stuff gonna go away? The contraption, pieced together from household goods, has a glass container housing a solid metal mechanical lung purifier. It comes to life with a deep rumble. Bit by bit, the yellow smog hanging in the air is inhaled by its gaping vent, but it's still, like, there a little bit. I mean, I guess some of it's gone. Crowd is cheering, for good reason, quite frankly. Eyes wide with wonder, the people watch as the world around them gradually turns clearer.
Wow.
Even Freddy's impressed.
Are those clouds in the sky?
I mean, it's still kind of grimy, but I think they probably didn't want to make another backdrop, which is why they added the particle filter, so when they got rid of it, it was like, whoa, look at that.
I can even see Keaton's store 50 yards from here. I know! See, Keaton's waving back!
That's really wholesome, actually. A wave of joy ripples through the crowd as they erupt into excited conversation. Tooth Fairy watches Mr. Fogg. He's staring upward. There is no celebration from him, only a quiet contemplation.
The first week is for planning, the second
Ah.
for execution, and the last for delivery.
Yeah, he said that
Paperwork.
multiple stages ago.
Looks like you've completed the tasks as scheduled.
Oh, yeah, then I guess that's week 3. We're on week 3, baby. Mr. Fogg stands there, still staring at the blue sky above. Blue sky. I gave up on blue sky.
The sun is so
There's like a certain vibe of blue sky that's not as chaotic, not chaotic enough for me.
He's all over the place after working non-stop for the last few weeks.
Let him
He's
take a
just trying
nap.
to say he's happy. That's all.
Let Mr. Fogg take a
What
nap.
about you? How do you feel?
Brimley?
Me? The Ranger's soul inside me has always wanted to gallop beneath the blazing sun.
Okay, Brimley. Yahoo! Oh. When does the shoe drop? Brimley charges forward, gliding merrily above the heads of those around him. Tooth Fairy watches with a gentle smile. Then something catches the corner of her eye, and the music's fading, which is a little bit scary.
A critter?
Oh god, it's a critter. The critters are still here.
Is that the black fog?
No, it couldn't be.
What's it doing here?
But there did say there was like a fog monster, so guided by the traces of arcane energy, she takes a few steps over to the corner. A faint, shadowy haze momentarily clouds her vision, vanishing just as suddenly as it came. Because if they just got rid of the fog monster, that would fix everything. They didn't need to make an iron
Black
lung.
fog was a result of the increased density of regular smog in the air. But it seems
No,
I
it's
was
just
wrong.
another critter that we're gonna have to take out.
Mr. Fogg's machine has cleaned up the smog around us,
Mm-hmm.
but the black fog's still here.
It's like that's
and
something
getting
separate.
bigger. How curious. At least now,
It is curious, I
without
guess.
the smog covering its trail, I can sense its movements more clearly.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes it easier to track down, then yeah, we can track it down and get rid of it now. Following her keen senses, Tooth Fairy slips into a narrow alleyway. Ba-bum. Her nostrils sting as she enters the trail of the black fog. Tooth Fairy. Doing her best to wave it off with her hand, she continues to follow the trail of the enigmatic presence. You probably shouldn't be doing this alone, girl. I'm just saying. Something tiny and black seems to shudder in a corner deep within the alley. It probably feeds off the smog, so if you get rid of the smog, it no longer has as much to feed on, so it's like shrinking and like terrified.
What?
It just becomes a sad little wet dog, if you will. More like a little wet cat. It has the ears. The black creature springs into motion, vanishing from her sight in the blink of an eye.
Huh?
It is like a sad little wet cat. Now it doesn't feel like the time to focus on that little dark lump. When is the time then? Because we're gonna have to fix that eventually. Ideally before the qualifiers. Oh yeah, it is. But maybe just in the alley, I'm kind of hoping. But it seems like we need to get rid of the black fog monster to get rid of the smog in general. The smog rolls back in, but this time it has taken on a thick blackened quality, and it's accompanied by a handful of unexpected intruders. Because it also could just be in the alleyway here.
In the quiet alleys
Yeah.
across street. Perhaps they like a visit from the Tooth Fairies.
How she says that. Like, we need to get rid of the source, right? Because, like, especially something I've experienced, you can treat the symptoms as much as you want, but if you don't treat the source, you're just gonna keep getting the symptoms. Like, they're gonna keep coming back. Like, that's why I probably need surgery later this year. Like, you gotta get to the source. And this is the source. It's in the alley. We need to get rid of the lump in the alleyway. Anyways, it's so interesting to watch my gameplay footage in OBS because it's like slightly delayed. Don't mess with Texas. You said it, Argus. I think you can mess with Texas. This should probably be messed with a little bit. As someone who lives here, yeah. Mess with Texas, see if I care. This thing does not want to die. That's pretty true to life, though. And we got a lot of poison stacks, I'm realizing. Is Willow the poison stacking unit? Yeah, she is. I'm thinking that because if she's the poison stacking unit, then that probably means she has some sort of, like, she probably has increased poison defense or something. I don't know. Rounds up!
Slipped away at the first opportunity.
We really need to figure this out, though. She can't make out where they went through the thickness of the smog.
I knew it.
We really kind of, like, we need to figure out where, like, the source. Slightly fatigued, she pauses to tidy up her hair.
But what exactly was it?
A secret third thing. Not a critter, not a fog curse, secret third thing. To be continued. That took 20 minutes, really? I feel like that was nothing. All right, reading exercise. A research log. In the name of London, the current fog walker has put forth great effort. Records show sacrifices of sleep, numerous attempts at amateur arcane skill enhancement, and a few rather ungentlemanly words. So we read the record of multiple different tests here for the iron lung, if you will. So first we have the improved suction device, third test record. Unsuccessful again, not surprising. A mere cleaning device cannot possibly hope to replace the role of the fog walker lineage. Amplifying the family's arcane skill may hold some promise, but we've only 3 weeks left. So this is like what he's been doing in the background, but also because he did blow on the vacuum before, like the little one before it started working. So that must just be related to his arcane skill specifically, but it's like a familial one. So it's not like a common arcane skill. Like we need like at least one other person who could do this, and we don't have that. Truth is, my goal is not to solve the unsolvable mysteries of the industrial era. I simply need to ensure that breathable air is available to all for the event's duration. That means faster filtering, broader reach, larger capacity, just for a short period of time, not forever. Why not forever? Just a thought. Next, we have the notes on arcane skill boosting, the arcane skill boosting device, the fourth test. I could be off the mark on this one. Boosting the potency of arcane skills showed very limited effects. This line of thought failed to meet expectations, miserably so. It was a bloody waste of time, which that sounds so cringe coming from like American accent, but all right. Notes on the air pollution purifier, first test. Thanks to the St. Pavlov Foundation for their ritual inscription techniques, the device works. I was on the right track somewhat. Fogwalker's arcane skill may be irreplaceable, but this essentially doubles the number of hands we've got. By inscribing incantations onto a device like this, it's like having a duplicate of myself working in tandem with me. Sadly, I'm not capable of supporting more than one of these, and the purification efficiency is still subpar. What I'm curious about now is that when all was said and done with the purification, Arthur was very like out of it. Is this why? Because it's like 2 of him working at once. That's what scares me a little bit. And by the end of it, because he does have pretty strong death flags, I will say that. By the end of this, is Arthur still going to be with us? Another test for the air pollution purifier Mark III, but it is the first one. Anyways, a complete catastrophe. I'm a fool, an idiot, a nincompoop. Curse it. Then we have advanced air pollution purifier, the third test. What an astounding discovery by the Foundation. Literally, this is that graph that's like, we're so over. We're so back. It's so over. We're so back. That's Arthur's research notes. Never heard of enchanting arcane skills onto everyday ordinary items before. Their developments in this area are revolutionary. That's why he was just looking for random stuff. Though I lack the expertise to perform true enchantment, following their instructions to combine specific tools has improved my arcane skills integration into the device. And by integrating components of human technology, I've achieved success. Interesting how, again, it's like human stuff and arcanist stuff mixing together to make the Uluru games happen, because that's exactly what we did in the revival event as well. I shall name this creation the London Air Pollution Auto-Detecting Purifier. Then we have Mark III 7th test. Notes say phenomenal. Maintaining the purification output puts an extraordinary strain on me. That's what I expected. But at least it is sustainable for several hours. I pray that tomorrow's demonstration goes off without a hitch. He's gonna like drop dead before the Uluru Games qualifiers even happen. My dude, this is not like, this isn't good. We completed stage 11. Cool. We got more paper medallions. Cool. That means we can probably get, the Smoggy Street by that, as well as we can't get Hazy Riverside Part 2 yet. All right, Oldwood Part 12. We're back with Willow. Get out there before the cakes sell out. Yeah, go have a little dessert. Oh, and Flutterpage is here too. Flutterpage is here too. I think Willow deserves a little treat. Why not? It's like, at my rink, we had a Dippin' Dots machine. We'd always get Dippin' Dots.
Which would make the world a better place? Art or a heart of gold? Neither. The little knocker-up of Flutterpage will.
It's Flutterpage! She knocks on Willow's back door, but she receives no answer. I'm scared, because how we ended with Willow last time, I'm remembering things now, wasn't good. It was very sad. I cried, and I'm a little bit scared. Gonna be so real.
Where's Miss Willow? She should be warming up by now.
Is she? I mean, you can take the day off, sweetie. That's okay. She walks a short loop around the perimeter of the house. Willow, I swear to God.
Miss Willow? Miss Willow!
Maybe she went out? I hope. Silence. I'm scared.
Knock, knock. Don't jump to conclusions. Mr. Wind will tell you the truth.
Is she there? Because it looks very smoggy out here. A gust of wind picks Flutterpage up, raising her high in the air. She sways as she glides in through an open window. Willow, are you okay?
Knock, knock.
Willow?
Open all the windows and doors, and all the treasure chests too. Miss Willow? Miss Willow?
I guess she has a little phrase.
Miss Willow? What are you doing over there?
Okay, so she's here, but is she okay? In a dark corner, Willow stands silently before a peculiar object. She senses Flutterpage, but doesn't turn her head.
You're early. Why am I not surprised? You're about as patient as a dog waiting for his dinner.
Be nice, Willow.
I thought you'd start practicing as soon as you woke up. What you doing in this corner?
I'm so scared right now. Willow softly rests her hand upon the item before her.
Come take a look at this. I wonder if it still works.
She seems okay. The peculiar item sits still. It's like a tree? What are we doing with a tree?
Strange thing. What is it?
It looks like a tree stump with a hole in it.
It's the sort of instrument called the didgeridoo.
Oh.
Come give it a try.
I thought it was a big thing, but it must be
First,
tiny?
Put your hand on it like this.
So what are we doing? Is this a real thing? Flutterpage, imitating Willow, lays her hand on the didgeridoo.
Okay. Then what?
I'm so curious where this is
I'll
going.
teach you how to play it.
All right. I'm starting to feel sick again, and I don't love that. Beasts. All right. Argus and Gutien switch. Oh my God, they're little monsters. Cutie.
Imagine the note you want to play, and tell it to the didgeridoo.
Listen, I'm not moving my box. I apologize. It's fine. Actually, we'll do that. Cool. When they talk, well, I'll just move my box like that. Cool. She's a good singer.
No. Use your arcane skill.
So it looks like you have to use an arcane skill to make it work
Not
then?
to use your words, but to harmonize with it.
All right, Willow. Sure. I don't know what she's going on about.
Comprehend it. And then you can control it.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Don't know where she's going with this, but I'll let her cook. Like, I don't know what Willow's up to. I'm assuming maybe she, like, was reminiscing and started going through old stuff or something. Oh, but they do have a little like music attack. Kind of cute. Why was plant recommended? If these things are like trees, they're trees. They're plant, right? What are we doing? Things are starting to take more rounds, but we're still doing okay. Oh, there's 2 waves here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Things are actually starting to get spicy. Oh dear. We've been like coasting by pretty easily. Oh no. Could get dicey. Maybe not. Oh, we have a second wave. Oh god, there's so many of you. Why is there so many of you? I mean, we did get another slot, so... This also just seems like a particularly intense battle. Oh, it looks like they may be tied together because 2 went down at once. I'm not sure though. I really could go for a Flutter Page. Really could go for a Flutter Page because Flutter Page and Jay work good together, and I'm like just thinking like if I had a buff for like doing extra damage. 1 damage on y'all, really? Y'all had shields? Did y'all have shields or something? Okay, yeah, they must have been tied together. Weird mechanic there, but we cleared it just fine. Thanks, Jay. Oh, there it goes. Hello.
It's beautiful. Like raindrops pattering on tree leaves.
It does make a good noise. I like a good noise. Willow gently puts Flutterpage's hand aside before resting her own hand on it again. All right.
Why has it gone quiet all of a sudden?
I'm like, when does the shoe drop? I'm scared.
It's broken.
It is?
What? I didn't break it. Did I?
Don't just throw that on the kid.
No. It's been broken for a long time.
Oh, Willow, sweetie.
Well, judging by the look of it, it must be old. It's got mildew all over.
I thought that was just like moss.
This instrument is crucial to every flow ritualist.
Oh.
You see, we're not just dancers, but music makers, using our arcane
So does that mean she
skills
needs a
to
new
create
one?
didgeridoo while we dance.
Does that mean she needs a new one? Because hers is all like busted up.
Don't worry, Miss Willow. I know broken things ain't always easy to fix. But
Oh.
we can start with the easy part. Why don't we wipe off the dust first?
Flutterpage, you are so sweet. She picks up a loose piece of paper and moves to wipe the dust from the didgeridoo. Are we sure that's not her application?
Huh? Is this
It's the application. She picked up the application.
athlete
Yeah.
registration form for the qualifiers?
Did Flutterpage not know?
Uh,
Flutterpage is going to encourage her,
Oh.
right? The girl blinks, her hair jutting out in every direction. She pauses for a moment as she slowly reads the paper.
And look, you ain't submitted it.
Oh, yeah, you probably should have submitted that already.
Why not?
When's the cutoff for that?
Still time, isn't there?
Is there, Willow?
No, you already missed the window.
Oh.
We've got to do something about this. Oh, that's right. Mr. Fogg said that 2 officers from the Australian headquarters would arrive in London
Flutterpage is
today.
like, we're getting you
I
in.
think we can ask them to pull the... What was the word?
What is the word? Flutterpage, what word are you... Willow doesn't respond. Flutterpage is gonna keep going, though.
Anyway, we need to get a move on. I'll pull you up.
Flutterpage tugs desperately at Willow, who steadfastly holds her ground, leaving them in an impasse. She's probably afraid to. As much as she wants to, she's afraid to. Especially with what happened yesterday, her, like,
Maybe it's
breakdown.
time to give up.
Willow. One more time, Willow. Even the Allure games don't happen every year. One more try. For Flutterpage. One more try for Flutterpage and Lisa and everyone who still loves you. Flutterpage turns her head.
Give up?
Not yet. Not on my watch. I'm not wearing a watch, but not on my watch. Oh, I'm scared.
Give up.
One more try, Willow. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't
You put so much
understand.
effort into training. What's the worst that could happen?
About for ages? Think of all the effort you've made. You didn't jump up and down in the garden over and over again to dust
Oh,
it,
I have
did
to
you?
yawn.
You're an athlete, not a feather duster.
You're an athlete, she says. That was Willow said, I'm not an athlete earlier.
You know, the
She forgot already.
The 2.5 turn with free leg backwards and upwards. Wand throw and catch.
Also,
Yeah,
that would be what it's called, quite frankly. Some
See?
things have
how
long
can you
names.
just give up?
I think it's much more common in gymnastics
Don't
for
look at me
things to
like
have
that.
like just long strings of names.
Yes, I've always dreamt of completing this element.
So go do
No one
it.
knows better than I how much this means to me.
Willow,
Then why are you...
what's the worst that could happen?
I don't want to talk about it.
Like, because that's the thing. It's not like she hasn't been training. She's been training for ages. She lowers her head.
You should leave. I need to see what I can do to fix the didgeridoo. Don't forget to close the door
Why?
behind you.
If you're just gonna give up Willow, then what's the point of fixing the didgeridoo? You know? Like, what's the point? Flutterpage is probably gonna take the paper and run. Flutterpage stands frozen, staring at Willow for what feels like forever, before pouting angrily and crouching down, her arms firmly crossed.
I ain't leaving.
Good for you, Flutterpage. Talk some sense into her,
I'm
please.
hungry.
She's angry. But for good reason. Unsure of what to say, Willow lets the moment hang awkwardly in the air. Beneath the painting of the Irish countryside, one stands and the other squats, the grandfather clock marking each passing second with its steady tick. Eventually, Willow lightly taps Flutterpage on the head with her finger.
Don't be upset. It's not that serious.
It is, though, Willow. It is. Because you want to compete. It's very clear that she wants to. Because if she didn't want to, then I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But she's been trying for years at it. It's just, I don't know. Because I think multiple things can be true. I think she's probably afraid to compete, but that's not like an excuse to not do it, you know? Especially somebody at her level. Flutterpage continues to stare at the floor, shaking her head forcefully.
I talked to Miss Bartley yesterday.
Oh, wait, Flutterpage made a bet, essentially.
You didn't.
Flutterpage technically made a bet on Willow. Flutterpage stands up.
Yeah, I challenged her on your behalf with a letter.
Dude, you gotta compete
She
now.
only visited me so she could show off all the titles she's won. She's not the first to come just to laugh in my face.
So prove them wrong.
That ain't true.
Spite, baby. I love proving people wrong.
Caroline was happy when she got the letter.
See, that's the thing. She wants to beat her fair and square, not just because of injury.
She was really looking forward to competing against you. She told
Yeah.
me why too. She said you were the most talented and hard-working player she'd
Even
ever
though she
seen,
said all those
and it
things
took
and
all
got her
her
feelings
effort
hurt
just
last
to
time.
keep you in her sight, let alone catch up with
It's a weird relationship. They're friends,
Because
but
you're
also
different. The
not,
one true
but
master of the
not
art.
technically
If there
enemies.
were only one gold medal in the history of the floor ritual, it'd be meant for you.
Aww.
Those were her exact words.
Flutterpage just remembers things, like, randomly. She wrestles with her memories, yet the emotional pull of the past remains palpable.
I only chose to become a floor ritualist.
Oh, we didn't get
because
this.
I had a talent for it. I wanted to win.
Yeah, we didn't get this in her character story. Because her character story jumps around a lot. We talked about this before.
So I practiced and practiced, paying little attention to
Very
anything
interesting, though,
else.
because she says she did it because she was talented at it, but
Family.
personally, I was the opposite.
friends,
I worked really hard to get where I was. I was good at certain things, though. I was definitely, like, the underdog for many, many years, and then all of a sudden it was like, boom, boom.
There was no reward more alluring than the euphoria of winning.
Oh.
But whenever I looked back at my past glories, I felt no happiness or excitement.
See, this is where it
Instead,
gets, like,
I'd replay
toxic.
every moment in my mind. Every lost
Even,
moment,
like,
every imperfect movement.
her saying that...
Think about how close I was to failure.
Her saying that she found the most joy in winning rather than just doing the sport, I also think is kind of sad, quite frankly, because that was the reason that I did it for so long, even though I wasn't good for a while, because I enjoyed it so much. I didn't care if I won or lost. Was losing a little bit emotionally devastating? A little bit, especially when you do particularly well. Like, I remember one time I did, like, a really clean, really good skate, and I was straight up, like, everyone's like, oh, she's gonna win, right? And then I was disqualified for, like, a costume malfunction. So, like, it sucks. It sucks. But,
So
like,
I
two things can be
pursued the
true.
next victory even more fervently. I thought,
This is why
next
therapy is
time,
important.
I won't lose a
I
single
hit my
point.
mic. Sorry, Willow.
Next time, I'll be perfect.
Ugh.
That was what
Willow!
was running through my mind when I was crowned champion of the Beltane. But there was no next time.
There was no next. Oh, God.
That was my last competition.
Oh. The rest of that story
Have
isn't
a
her
next
character
time.
story.
You can still try again. Look at you. Your
Yeah,
skills
fair.
haven't dulled a bit.
If anything, because she's older, she's probably
What's the
gotten better
point?
at certain things. Even if she did have to
Pushed away
relearn everything.
everyone I wanted to honor with my victories. I've strayed too far from home. Not to
Gosh.
mention,
Does she feel guilty? Is that why she doesn't want to do it? She casts a silent glance at her leg.
Okay, but are you happy when you do the floor ritual?
Flutter page. 'Cause that, if she said, this sport doesn't make me happy, and it took me this long to realize that. Like, the actual doing the sport doesn't make me happy. If anything, it's ruined my life, and I'm not going to compete because of that. That is a perfectly valid reason. If she said that's why she's not competing, I'd be like, okay, girl, you do you. But I don't know if that's the reason.
See?
Because Flutter page is
I love
totally
being
correct
an
here.
upper-upper. Every morning, I get to see all kinds of sleeping positions.
Oh,
Some people cuddle. Others
that's
curl up
because she
and
has
fall.
the
And some
wind
don't
arcane
even
spell.
get
Yeah,
up.
that makes sense now, actually.
I like
'Cause she can go
watching them
whoosh.
wake up too, like newborn kittens learning to crawl.
Very weird interest,
And
Flutter page,
finally,
but
when they
she's a kid.
completely open their eyes and stand on their feet, I feel a gust of fresh wind rushing out the window.
I don't know. Some people's houses
It
don't
makes
smell that
me
great.
happy.
I don't know if
what
it's
about
fresh.
you? Does the floor ritual make you happy?
This is a very good question to ask, though. And it is a very
I-
simple one as well, that you would
I don't
have a
know.
kid ask.
The only thing that comes to mind.
But that's the thing, though, right? Because she's been doing this her whole life.
after a game,
Oh.
me mam would take me to the old cake shop down the road and buy me a cheesecake. The same one every time.
Why did that line hit about her getting a cheesecake after her competitions? Because that's so true. Like, after the competition with the either just the team or not the team. Like, I remember one of my, like, very last tests I did. I failed it. I straight up failed it. I remember my coach took me to get hot chocolate afterwards and I spilt it on my dress. And that's making me cry. But it was just like the little treat afterward. Why am I crying? Why did this get me? Like the heartfelt moment. Oh my god. Willow, sweetie. Oh my god. I have broken. I am broken. Oh, sometimes it's
That
just
was
all
the
for a
only
little
time
treat.
I'd allow myself to eat dessert.
Oh god. I think we should go for cheesecake, Willow.
It had
Please.
raspberries and
Oh,
chocolate drizzled on top.
it's the best kind.
I can still remember the taste.
Oh my god. I'm losing my voice now.
Sweet and tart,
Oh,
with a light bitterness.
that's so wholesome. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
Oh my god.
so what really makes you happy is the cheesecake after the game.
I feel like that's still not a good reason. But I feel like Slutterpage talking her through it is gonna
registered for the
get her to
qualifiers,
it.
so you can have that post-game celebration cheesecake again.
But that is really, really cute and wholesome.
What are you...
Oh my god.
Let's go talk to Mr. Fogg. I'm sure he can find a way to get you into the qualifiers. And if your leg's causing you trouble or anything,
This is
Miss
really
Gooseberry
wholesome.
can help you out. She is a doctor from the Foundation after
But I guess that
all.
would make sense why it was so up in the air, whether or not she would be able to compete in her character story. A delicate wind brushes past, causing her legs to lose their earlier stubbornness and follow Flutterpage out of the house.
Don't you want to eat that cheesecake?
Flutterpage makes it so simple. They walk beside the paintings of Ireland. I do think it's a nice touch how you can hear her leg. Ugh. They wind their way through the willow-bound torches and mysterious vessels.
Don't you think it'll make you happy?
Just the fade to flashbang. They pass through the house's front door.
That cheesecake.
Oh, and leap out of the house, thinking about cheesecake.
It will.
Oh my
right?
god.
Then let's go get it. Life's all about happiness, ain't it?
Life is all about happiness, Flutterpage. You're so right. Because I think Willow probably just has a very tense relationship with the floor ritual stuff, right? I'll read this first. A surge of fresh air floods Willow's nostrils, hitting her like a full-on collision with the outside world. She probably just has a very tense relationship with that, just because there's bad times and good times, so like, she's not necessarily sure of like, did I actually enjoy this sport? Especially because this is something you see a lot from people who do these things from when they're like babies. I didn't start skating as a baby. I started when I was like 6 or 7, which is still fairly young, but there's a lot of people who start at like age 3, sometimes even earlier than that if they are walking before that, especially if like there's a history in the family like Willow has here. Like I knew people who like their parents were coaches or something, or like their parents were friends with coaches who literally started like before they were in diapers even. Or I guess while they were in diapers, that'd be weird. Anyways, but a lot of that time with that sort of situation, it's like you don't even really know if you like it. And I've seen so many people quit for that reason, which is entirely different to my reason that I quit, but like you see it a lot. So something like that, I'm not surprised Willow has a very like weird relationship with the sport. Lowering her gaze, she catches sight of Flutterpage hovering in the air, a delicate lock of hair swaying in the breeze.
You silly little Buzzy.
Oh, but Willow actually sounded happy. Using a hand spared from Flutterpage's tugging, Willow softly flicks at the silky strand of hair. And we're on the street. The street!
Why is everyone leaving the stadium?
Oh, wait, what happened? Because also it's smoggy again. Flutterpage is still tugging Willow in the direction of the venue, but there seem to be more and more despondent people going in the other direction.
Oi, where you all going?
Was it canceled or something? Like, what's happening?
Home.
Home.
Home? Why?
They must have canceled
Mr.
it.
Fox holding the ribbon cutting ceremony for his machine in the stadium.
Did Mr. Fogg kill
Why are we
over?
going there?
Did it happen?
It ain't happening.
What happened?
Pardon?
Were the death flags that strong with
I
this
said it
one?
ain't happening. The ceremony.
Or did the Foundation just say nah?
officers cancelled the qualifiers.
Yeah, they just said nah. Okay. Which, like,
Mr.
two
Fox
things can be
called the
true.
biggest air purifier ever doesn't work.
Ba-bum. So, like, was it all a hoax or what? Oh my god, with each one of these we do, I cry more. Like, it hits harder. Anyways, we can go victory podium again. Hazy Riverside 2! You're mine. Okay. And you still need the Roundabout of Arrows, but I don't know if we'll get that one. I want it, though. It's cute. Anyways, ribbon cutting ceremony. If the stories, do we think we can do this one right now? Because if we do 13 in this video, then we'll have 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, we have to do it that way. We have to do it that way. All right, let's just do 13 today. I'm not allowed to pause this one. We're at the ribbon cutting. I'm not allowed to pause this one. We paused enough. All right, 1 hour earlier. So this is what was happening. Well, I'm assuming Willow and Flutterpage were talking in Willow's house. Like, Flutterpage came swooping in. Beside the device, the sign originally reading London Air Pollution Auto Detecting Purifier Mark II now reads Mark III thanks to a single additional brushstroke. So this is where we were.
Mr. Fogg? I can't see a thing past all these people.
Because they did say that already, that they changed the mark number.
You bought the telescope, didn't you, Dad? Maybe
Oh,
someone
Will is
could be
Freddy's
right.
dad? Wow.
Right, here. Take the
Okay.
telescope and get on my shoulders. Hold
This is
on
kind
tight,
of
you hear?
wholesome.
This crowd's rabid. All this pushing and shoving just to take a look at a machine.
Will sounds like he might be
Then
Irish.
again, the most exciting thing
Which would be
we've
quite
had around
interesting.
here as of late is the rats fighting in the underground.
They got rats. The rats. Oh, this thing's big.
I see Mr. Fogg.
This is like a big machine. It was like, I thought it was handheld.
What's he doing?
Really is an iron lung.
Blimey. He's smacking the machine. It's really strange looking. About
I like how we do
half
have
that
some
is Mr.
extra little
Fogg,
illustrations
and
in here.
connected to a very long tube and a massive funnel.
It's a big vacuum, but also a lung.
Whoa, what's that?
The iron lung.
Right there inside the machine. There's a huge mechanical organ
Yep.
or something.
Yep,
Like a
Freddy.
lung.
Yep.
Oh, sod it. Hold tight,
But it
Freddy.
works off of
Dad's going to squeeze his way to the front.
the Fogwalker arcane energy.
All right.
So
I can
this
see
isn't
that.
gonna end well.
Yeah?
You know?
I don't recognize
not
those
ended
two in
well.
uniform. Are they the officers sent from the Foundation headquarters in
Yes.
Australia?
They're the Foundation people.
That's what I
This
heard.
is why they lost the
Uluru
Allure
committee sent
games.
them here to supervise the qualifiers, and they'll report the results.
Laplace!
to
Oh
their
my god, last night I couldn't remember who took over. The Allure games, it's Laplace.
Ah, so it's down to them whether our athletes make it to
With the revival
finals in
event,
Australia.
Laplace takes it over.
I'm counting on them.
This is why
Oh,
Laplace
please,
took over the
Will,
Allure
it's the
games.
players that you should count on, not
They
the
wouldn't
judges.
cancel the Allure games for fog.
Well, I hope
Or
they like
smog.
Canada as much as I do.
Look, Dad.
What?
Mr. Fogg's about to give a demonstration of his purifier to the officers.
Maybe, like, I'm curious what
I
happens with
heard
it.
that it can filter out the smog within 10 yards of itself, and it only
But does it
takes
actually?
1 night to process the waste. The qualifiers will only last 2 weeks, so it should manage splendidly.
What I don't get is why they didn't just decide to move the qualifier somewhere else. Because, like, they can't just pick up the fog and move it somewhere else, but they can move the qualifiers. Even if they have to move it to, like, various different places to accommodate for the space. Like, why didn't they just do that?
I wonder how it works. It's
It would be a logistical nightmare, and they might have to push it back by, like, a week or so, but it would have worked.
can purify so much air without letting out any
I think it would have been a solid way to fix this without having to
Smog's getting
be on this
thinner.
time crunch
I
and
can
also
see more clearly now.
put Mr. Arthur Fogg's life in danger.
It's even purifying the smog.
Also, Brimley doesn't have his hobby horse. It's just
I dare
Brimley.
say the ivy on my balcony will be enjoying fresh air within the hour.
We sure about that?
Mr. Fog's smiling, Dad. Ain't that great?
I think it's because he's sleep deprived and delusional.
I've seen him smile for ages.
The hat looks happy too. It's dancing.
The hat.
Is he doing that Australian Ranger dance again? Look at the expression on those Foundation officers' faces.
They have masks on. What are we talking about?
They don't look happy or mad. Is something wrong?
Probably because it doesn't. If it's taking. This is taking a while.
Whoa! What's going on?
The machine died. I thought it was gonna be Mr. Fogg. It's just
What's that sound?
beeping.
Some kind of alarm?
It's the machine. It broke. It just keeps beeping.
Christ! Cover your ears, Freddy. That howling will make you deaf. What in the bloody hell is going on?
Well, that's not good. This sure isn't good. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? All right, what's the recommended plant? All right, Argus, swap with Gutien. Let's go. Oh, there's the machine. Are we protecting the machine? Is that what we're doing here? Or do we need to take it out? Oh no, we shielded the machine, so that's the machine is on our side. Cool, cool, cool. Only one wave of the little stiff balls though, so we should be okay. You hit him with those follow-ups, Jay. You got this. This really is just like a lot of follow-ups. Poor Jay. We'll be fine. We got Vila. Oh, I swapped Argus and Gutien, but there's no support. We just have all 4 of them. I need to get me some more characters. I feel like I'm never gonna lose the southern accent while playing this game just because I permanently have Argus on my team at this point. Oh, they respawn. You're kidding. Why do they respawn? That's not one wave, bestie, if they start respawning? I mean, we'll be fine, but damn, okay. No one told me the soot balls respawn. Like, that's not good. How's the machine doing? Okay, I don't like that the machine is having a minute here and it's like slowly losing HP, it looks like. Like, someone wanna take these little hellions out? All right, take out that one, please. Take out that one. Take out that, don't let it respawn, please don't let it respawn. There we go. Oh, thank God. That's not one wave! Jeez! It's cutting Jay off. That's not one wave! That's not what one wave means! Oh, don't like that.
Dad?
Don't like that.
Freddy, are you all right?
Well,
I'm fine.
the machine blew up.
Blew up.
Damn.
What?
First the pipe blew open, then its glass belly shattered.
Is, Mr. Fogg okay? Because he was, like, bound to that thing or something.
Is it not black
That's what I'm saying. You can't just push the fog somewhere else. Or I guess smog. I keep calling it fog.
and Mr. Fogg?
What happened to him?
He's coughing and coughing.
Did he just absorb the particles? Because also he looked like he was sweating a lot.
3.5 minutes.
Well, I guess neither one of us won that.
They were betting on. I
Didn't
hate them.
last half as long as I predicted.
Don't be cruel, Gregory. We
Gregory.
didn't come all this way just to laugh at these poor people.
Fair.
What they did do even worse than predicted. That's a fact, isn't it? And it proves that the London Climate Management Agency is nothing but a joke.
Well, maybe you should help them.
I know you must be exhausted from the long journey and your constant sneezing, but you can't say that to their faces.
Fair.
Let's just do our job and give them the news.
I mean,
What news?
the news that they can't have the Allure qualifiers here. I mean, she is straight to the point about it, but yeah, I mean, she's not sugarcoating it, but sugarcoating it isn't gonna help. They can't have the qualifiers when Smog is like this. She flips through the athlete roster in her hand.
We have to tell them.
But they could have, because the other thing is, they said that they could go do the qualifiers in other countries. They might as well, like, if they're not gonna move the London qualifiers somewhere else, they very easily could just split up the athletes by like where they are located, because I'm assuming they're not all coming from like London or the UK specifically. They're coming from various places. Send them to other qualifiers. Maybe that could work. It would be like again, logistical headache, but there's ways that you could fix this without having to figure out the smog issue, but also we should figure out the smog issue. But like maybe not be on like a time crunch with the smog issue would be helpful, because then we wouldn't have exploding iron lungs, you know? She verifies the list, ensuring that all the names of the Arcanist athletes are accounted for. When she's done, she lightly pats Mr. Fogg on the shoulder.
Mr.
Yeah,
Fogg.
you're done.
Mr. Fogg.
Is he still alive? Okay, he turns his head, eyes vacant. It seems he hasn't yet got over the shock of this series of events.
Please move aside. I need to use the microphone.
Yeah, she kind of does. And I feel like he knows. He knows where this is going. Mr. Fogg slowly steps aside.
Oi, miss. What are you...
Yeah, Brimley doesn't want to accept it either, I think. He quickly realizes the impropriety of his obstruction, tips his brim, and floats gently in the air. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to the ceremony today. We greatly appreciate your hospitality, and it heartens us to see you thriving despite the difficulties.
I don't even know what to say.
However, it is clear to us that the London Air Pollution Auto-Detecting Purifier Mark III is not able to fulfill its duty.
Yeah, and it's like, it sucks, but it has to happen.
The smog
'Cause it's not
shrouding
safe.
London will do irreversible damage to both the athletes and the general populace if
Yeah.
they stay outdoors for too long.
Because that was even something with was it the France Olympics that happened last summer? Because there's Olympics every 2 years and they go back and forth on winter, summer. So the Olympics last summer, there was things that had to be moved, and a lot of countries actually pulled athletes out because the water quality was not up to par. Like, there was quite a few countries that pulled their swimmers out of these swimming events for that reason. So, I mean, it's very similar here that if the air quality, with like doing it a sport, you're like, it's very hard on your lungs, you know? So for the air to be at this quality, and they're competing outside because most of the Uluru Games stuff is outside because they don't really do a summer, winter. It's just kind of summer. Yeah, it's kind of, the air is one thing that needs to be good, you know? Especially if that air is making people sick with the weird tuberculosis branch. There's like a whole thing.
And after much consideration, the Uluru International Committee
Yeah.
has decided to cancel the London qualifiers for the Uluru Games.
Yeah, that's just what they have to do.
Arrangements for the affected players once internal discussions are over.
Yeah. So there is the option for the athletes, but I mean, it's a hit to the people of Cross Street who are very excited to see it. But at the same time, I mean, it's just safe for everyone. It doesn't suck, yeah, but it's just a safety thing. Behind her cold mask, the woman I know this word, methodically, whatever, scans the crowd. The previously raucous energy of the crowd has been replaced by a uniform of disappointment.
Thank you all for your hard work.
Like, it's disappointing, yes, but there's really no other option. We just need to figure out the smog thing so it doesn't happen again. Oh, baby Flutter Page!
Are you saying that the London qualifiers have been cancelled?
Look at baby Flutter Page. Oh.
I'm afraid so.
So Willow should be here as
I
well.
wasn't there, but Mr. Brimley told me what happened in the stadium. Mr. Fogg has locked himself in his
At least he's
office.
alive.
He's refusing to speak to anyone.
Like, I feel like we're making this a lot more dramatic than it has to be. And maybe it's just because I go at things with the sort of attitude, okay, we can have a breakdown for like 5 minutes, but we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep it up, pick up the pace, which, not the greatest outlook on things, but there's things that need to be done and we need to do them, quite frankly. Today, I'm the doer. You will not outdo the doer. I'm gonna keep making that joke until we're done with this event at this point. But it's like, we need to fix it somehow, right? And we just need to like, okay, you can freak out a little bit, but let's fix this smog issue so it doesn't happen again. Let's let Willow do her qualifier somewhere else. We'll figure it out, right? We just gotta figure it out at this point. We don't have time to cry. We have to figure it out, all right? That's what I learned from skating.
Nothing we can do about it.
Because Willow's probably going to see it as like a see it wasn't meant to be, which she can say that, but also we can get her in the qualifier somewhere else. There's the other qualifiers, and it seems like the Foundation will help these people accommodate to get there if they need to, because they had to cancel this one. So it's not even like a money or funds thing, because I know that's one thing where some countries will not fund their athletes to go to the Olympics or international competitions for various reasons, which is a whole thing we could talk about here, but it's not the point of the video. That's bad, by the way. I think countries should be, if they have the funds to do it, should be funding their athletes to go to the Olympics and other international competitions and things like that, you know? But especially the Olympics. That's a big one. However, like, we need to just figure it out. Without a word, she turns and leaves. What did Willow do? Pulls her hand away from Flutterpage and gives her a solemn look, yeah?
Miss Willow? Where are you going?
She's giving up, Flutterpage, which means we have to have this talk with her again on why she shouldn't give up yet. This is like the third time. We just keep having the same conversation with Willow, and it's I'm not saying it's getting annoying, but it's a lot. Because I understand why we keep having to have the same conversation. Like, it makes sense, because she's like afraid to get back into the sport, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her. But yeah. She tries to chase after her. Flutterpage chases after Willow, but a flood of workers sent to take down the site blocks her way.
Miss Willow!
Hey, Flutterpage, you know where she lives. You know where she lives. Go find her. Do the little whoosh wind thing. Willow turns and gives her one last glance, before slipping away into the bustling crowd. I mean, I still think there's a way to get this all to work. This was the shoe that dropped. It didn't just drop, we got smacked in the face with it. But it did drop. Flutterpage lifts her head, her eyes meeting Tooth Fairy's.
Miss Tooth Fairy. Why?
Oh, baby Flutterpage. Baby Flutterpage. Damn. Where are we at? Where are we at with this one? I knew we'd have a reading exercise. All right. We'll do our little reading exercise and be done. So the Foundation's note slips. Everyone could use a few slips of notes here and there, whether tucked into a pocket or slipped onto a notebook. These are more than just notes. Not suitable for formal submission. Okay, unofficial work logs. So note number 1. It's hard to say which is more miserable, the pea soup in the air or the pea pudding on my table. I didn't finish today's report concerning the fog walker. He wasn't in his office, and I only happened upon him while wandering the streets at dinner time. Whose notes are these? Trying to find someone in the fog is the worst game of hide-and-seek imaginable. The fogwalker is piecing together a device he claims to be some sort of smog filtration machine. I hope he doesn't truly believe he can handle all this fog on his own. I'm assuming these are Brinley's, I think. So note 2. Oh, maybe not. Almost had my leg smashed in by a car. An Uluru leaflet dive-bombed my face, and with the Foundation uniform on, I couldn't get cross about it and tear the thing up. So, it's Gregory's notes. HQ sent new tasks. Annoying. Frankly, under these circumstances, it feels inevitable that the London qualifiers will be cancelled. Note 3. Pretty short. Never thought I'd be drafting up paperwork to get the qualifiers cancelled so soon. Oddly excited about the whole thing. I don't like Gregory. He's kind of a stick in the mud in a weird way. Like, do you not have things you enjoy, Gregory? Do you not like to have fun? Where's your whimsy, Gregory? I mean, he is probably working a dead-end 9-to-5 government job, so I don't blame him. Note 4. Yes, it's all so strange. Everything here contradicts what we've managed to preserve in our records. But so what? Why couldn't it have just been recording errors, bad recording practices, or outright falsified data that were passed on to us? Meanwhile, I'm choking on coal dust that is falling as heavy as snow and putting up with a colleague who keeps getting lost in the fog. Stellar job experience. Note 5, our last one, says it's done, though there's a heap of follow-up work ahead. Honestly, I'm hoping that magnificent contraption will actually succeed. That way, all these decorations won't go to waste, the tourists and athletes won't have wasted their time, and I won't have wasted all my pre-drafted paperwork. Waste, it was all a waste. But I suppose things could have been so much worse. I'm curious which one of them wrote that, because I'm not really sure, but we'll start with soot in the petri dish next time. We still have so much left to do, and it's just taking so long, but that's the problem. I want to finish it at this point. I'm really enjoying it, but I should have known. But to be fair, it would have been hard for me to start this any sooner than I did. 1, because I was stupid busy. And 2, which is also part of why I was stupid busy, is because I was sick for like 2 weeks, so I just didn't have the time to do it. Worst timing, by the way, to get sick during like the shortest patch of Reverse 1999 ever. So yeah, great timing on my part. Love that for me. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!